19th, the night before the car was discovered, you cleaned that car, right?
Yeah.
Angela was with you when you were cleaning the car?
She wasn't with me, she dropped me off.
All right, where did she go?
I told her buzz and block, right around. So I called and told her to come back.
All right.
She wasn't with me.
So you said...
See, he gotta tell the complete truth about everything they asked him for the deal to be official. If they find that he was lying, he didn't snitch for nothing. And he knows this. And he's willing to tell everything because he don't gotta fight in this situation. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't personal. It was about money for him.
You called Mr. Govan to tell him that you were going to clean the car so he wouldn't shoot you, right?
Yeah.
So did he come out to visit with you?
No, he didn't come out.
Then how did he give you the money that night to go get a car covered?
I went back over there. I ain't say it might have been that same day now. I said it might have been the next day, but I went over there to get some pills. Or it might have been later on, because I went over there to get some pills or whatever, to stay up, some extra pills, once again.
Right.
And
But you
gave me the money, get the car covered.
You understand, we're running a little bit out of time because you...
So you hired one of the niggas you sell ecstasy pills to do your dirty work for you. It's crazy. Bro was better off trying to accomplish this mission by himself. You know, R.I.P. Dolph. Look at this, man. This is crazy. Look at this goofy.
Told us under oath that he paid you on the 19th of December of 2021 in the evening hours around midnight.
Then I said it might have not been that day. It might have been the next day. You know, it might have been, like, I probably had the days mixed up. Like, the day before, I probably went and wiped the car. Then on the 19th, he gave me the money for the car cover.
So, see, there's a little problem with that. The car was found on the 20th that morning.
Okay.
So if you wiped the car down the night before it was found, that would be the 19th. You agree with me, right?
Exactly.
And if he also paid you at the same time, that would be the 19th, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if
But
you
the
got...
time, like, what time, like, exactly what time it took place, well, I can't remember it.
But it was all at night.
Yeah, like midnight, early morning.
Okay. And you went to the AutoZone to buy that night. And you just...
Nah, I ain't go that night. I went that morning to get that car cover because I wasn't finna put it up. The AutoZone ain't no 24-hour AutoZone where we get no way.
Okay. What time did you go to the AutoZone?
Early in the morning.
It's like 7 in the morning.
Can't tell you exactly what time.
Okay.
I'm finna see that light.
Who'd you go with?
Man,
All right, so now you've got Angela involved in covering up the murder, like hiding evidence, right? She's helping get this.
I ain't ever involved doing nothing. She wasn't hiding nothing. She wasn't doing it. Nope, not finna lie like that.
All right, so when she picked you up at Two Lane Apartments, what happened to your clothes?
What happened to my clothes?
You got the bloody clothes.
We had changed out in 2 Lane Apartments.
Where'd you get the clothes?
We got them 2 Lane Apartments.
From who?
Whoever that was. I don't know this girl.
So they just had something to fit your size to wear those clothes?
You see, when we went in and we came out, you see, before Angela pulled up, we had on different clothes when we came out. You can see that on the video.
So you remember that part, right?
Yeah.
This is the live courtroom.
You went to the AutoZone. You ever been to an AutoZone yourself before?
Yeah, I ain't caught.
The guy that
Security cameras everywhere, right? At the AutoZone?
I don't know about it.
All right. Would it be out of the ordinary? You've gone auto part shopping before. You just said you've been there before, right?
Right.
All right. Do most businesses that you frequent have surveillance cameras?
Of course.
All right. So your car, what car was it that went to the AutoZone that morning?
The SUV that picked me up.
So Angela's car.
Yes, sir.
So if I was to call AutoZone to get surveillance, I could easily see the car coming and going.
Yes, sir.
All right, and if I went inside, I could easily be seen on the surveillance camera because they have it for shoplifting and all that. Angela would be front and center, right?
I ain't gonna say front and center, but I told her to go get the car cover.
All right. And
Go get a car cover, universal car cover.
all right. And so if it's around 7 in the morning, she got cash to buy it. You get a receipt even if you use cash, right?
Right.
Okay. to double check, say I'm a really good detective and I want to figure out what's happened, I could easily go to AutoZone, pull the footage, and ask them for just their receipts from between 7 and 8 that morning, who bought a car, come record. Very easily validate what you're saying, right?
Cool.
Okay. We agree on that. Thank you. With regards to Mr. Govan, you talk to him almost every single day, right?
What you mean?
Like you would hang out at his house.
Yeah, I go through the grill, you pull up on him.
Yeah, I mean, you talk to him pretty regularly, right?
Right.
So if you say, hey, he called me or he did this, you could have communicated with him for any reason. You have to take your word for what it is that you guys talked about, right?
When you tell me,
Well, I mean, you're a little vague on the date, so I'm just asking you, if you met him that summer,
I'm a little big on the date.
a little fuzzy on the date.
Yeah. I've been locked up about almost 4 years.
Right, but you've also talked to the police over those course of 4 years, especially in the first 6 months.
But not like this, not like...
I know, because there's pressure here when you're a girl, but I'm saying, you've also
Ain't
talked
no
to...
pressure, because I'm telling the truth. Ain't no pressure. I'm being real.
Your truth is your truth, I understand. You've talked to these people about 9 times, essentially, the government lawyers, right, prior to testifying here today.
I can't tell you exactly how many times I talked to them, sir.
Okay. You mentioned during your testimony that you actually never communicated with Joe, is that right?
No, I never communicated. Well, I did, to be honest with you. I scared I had, like, after they found the car, whatever, and, man, I wasn't talking to Justin or him, so I had inbox on one. Well, I forgot what it was, and I'm like, man, I'm going home, boy, man. I need to holler at you, because I'm trying to get my money. You know what I'm saying?
So who were you communicating with?
I was inboxing Juke, like, man, it go man, little homeboy. Like, really, I ain't want to say this would go man hard, you know what I'm saying, under the bid. I'm like, it go man, homeboy, I need to get up with you, I'm trying to get my bread.
All right, so when you said inbox, is that an email?
I forgot what I had. Hit the mind up on. I forgot what it was.
Okay, and the reason I ask is you didn't want to give up anything or do anything, but earlier, when you first met Joe, you said Mr. Goban introduced you as Little C, the guy from the shooting of Wu, so we already knew you were a shooter. So why would we need all the cloak and dagger if you're trying to reach out to Joe?
Nah, because look, this had me, man. After the shooting or whatever, after they discovered the car or whatever, Justin had got with me and was like, man, look, man, Juke saying that he'll get with us on his own terms or whatever, and don't trust Groban or nothing like that right then. You know what I'm saying? You like, so in my eyes, there was so many crosses, you know what I'm saying? Like Justin had ran out with the cake or whatever, and I couldn't trust him. I couldn't trust nobody, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I'm gonna take initiative on my own, and he juked up on his little, I forgot it was Instagram or something, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, let's go back home, boy, you know what I'm saying? Like, get up with you. Really, I need my money.
Did you ever text Mr. Jerk at all during the course of all this?
That's what I was saying, on a website, like on Instagram or Facebook, something like that. I forgot what it was. I ain't have his number personally. I could not contact him, like call his phone and say, Juke, where my money? No, I couldn't do that.
Okay. Could Angela do that?
No.
So nobody...
Angela ain't know nothing about no Juke or none of these. Like, no, she couldn't just get Juke up. She don't know him or Goban.
Just 1 second, Your Honor. talked a lot about parking the car across from Govan's house, but you recalled some hours ago you said your friend Bobby Carter lives across the street from Govan as well, right?
He stayed like across up the street, like close towards the corner with his mom.
Alright.
And they called each other brothers. Him and go in.
So your testimony to me now is when we told them whatever about Bobby Carter, that you don't remember how they will. Now you're saying Bobby Carter lives up the street.
He stayed across the street, but houses down from where they called.
How many houses?
I can't.
Shout out to
about
William
3, 4
Bennett.
houses, close to
Shout out to everybody in the chat.
Bradley?
Nah, close. Bradley.
Shout out to Jordan Fanatics.
Towards what's the Crossway Street?
I'm not from Memphis, I don't know.
It's been a long time. I can't tell you.
The reason I ask is you also mentioned you just lived a couple minutes from Mr. Govan's house, right?
Shout out to Jordan Fanatic. Shout out to William Bennett.
Mr. Govan's house. Bobby lives across.
Make sure to hit that like button if y'all want more content like this. God bless everybody watching today. I pray that everybody had a blessed day. One of my sayings is perseverance. It's not the lack of knowledge. It's not the lack of strength, but rather the lack of willpower. If you have the willpower to accomplish your goals in life, you can accomplish anything. And with God involved, you're definitely on the winning side. So make sure to hit that like button. I pray everybody had a blessed day. I pray everybody's happy. I pray they wake up tomorrow and go to work. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. Let's continue to go. R.I.P. Young Dolph. R.I.P. Young Dolph in the chat. R.I.P. Young Dolph in the chat, man. Gone too soon. Visionary. Somebody who, perseverance. Somebody who was punctual. Somebody who really went for what he believed in.
From 3 houses down. And you and Bobby did the first shooting of Wu when you guys had a shootout with Mr. Wu. Is that correct?
Yeah, me, Bob, and Justin, and we got Mr. Govan gave me his gun.
Okay.
Gun.
So now Govan gave you the gun. I understand that. Was Treon Ingram also there for that shooting?
I don't know none of them folks. I don't know none of them.
How many people were there all together at the first shooting of Wu?
So this guy was just murdered for hire. Like, he was just a dude who pulled up on Mr. Govan, buy him a couple E-pills and get thizzed out, you know what I'm saying? R.I.P. the man, Mac Dre. And go home. He wasn't a part of none of this. He had no personal vendetta against Young Dolph at all. It was the money that persuaded him to do this. It was all about the money. He had no malicious ways, towards Young Dolph personally, from what he says in this courtroom.
At the shooting, at the house, it means to go in the house.
Okay, let's try this again. You went with Bobby Carter and you said Justin was already there.
We all met up at Mr. Govan's house. And me and Bobby jumped in one vehicle, and Justin and another guy was in another.
All right. So when they asked you before, now there's a 4th guy that was going to do the shooting with you guys, right? It's you,
Y'all jump in the comments and let me know what y'all think.
Justin, Bobby, and a 4th person we don't know. Okay. So you guys drove off and found Wu and had a shootout.
Yeah, he had told us Wu was at the house. Mr. Govan.
So Mr. Govan knew exactly what Wu was at the date and the time.
Well, Wu stayed.
Okay, so did you shoot up his house?
Like I said, the gun had jammed up. I was on foot walking up, and he was coming at the house. And the gun Mr. Govan had gave me had jammed up. And I had dug in the tree. And Bob was trying to get
So basically, he was hiring his customers who come to buy pills from him, junkies, to do his dirty work. He knew they were cheap. They wanted drugs. He probably, here goes some drugs, here goes a little money. I need you to do this, that, and this. And it backfired. It backfired completely because these people had no loyalty to this man whatsoever. Like, they didn't know him personally. He was their drug dealer, and he's telling that. He's painting the picture. This was just my drug dealer who knew that, I would be willing to do something. He might, caught him when he was broke. You know how it go. Catch a nigga while you broke. Like, hey, man, You know, people would do a lot of things for money, man. Never put nothing past anybody.
Okay. Were you ever charged with the attempted murder of Wu
No,
by the state?
no.
But you told them that you tried to kill somebody and the gun jammed up, but they didn't charge you with a conspiracy
Nah.
or attempted murder or anything?
I don't know police, like, that was street stuff.
Chat, make sure to hit the like button so we can get more people in here. Make sure to comment if you want me to give you a shout out. RIP Young Dolph in the chat. Make sure to hit that like button immediately. This is the defense for the alleged Young Dolph murder, mastermind, cross-examined star witness. And he doing a whole lot of telling.
Ain't nobody but Tim, like, he shot back, like, it was a shootout. After that, it was immunity.
Well, like,
Make sure to hit that like button. I pray everybody's having a blessed day today. I pray that God woke you up this morning. That's half the battle. Hit that like button so we can get more people in here. This is the defense for alleged Young Dolph mastermind cross-examines the star witness. He is basically laying out how everything formulated up until Young Dolph's murder. Y'all stay tuned, and y'all, if y'all want more content like this, hit that like button.
with Mr. Dolph, so that was a shootout too, because they shot back at you and they hit you
We
twice.
shot first, though. We shot first, so it really wasn't, we ran as they was shooting back. We pulling off as he was shooting back.
Okay. In your statement to the police in March of 2022 and Mr. Hatterton, do you remember telling them that two masked men met you prior to your arrest and gave you $50,000 in cash inside a brown paper bag?
No, I ain't telling them nothing like that.
All right. Did you tell them about? Okay, you didn't tell them. Got it. At some point, money showed up for your lawyer after you got arrested. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. And then you were talking to the police, and they asked you what did the money mean. You said it was understood that you were on Jeff's team. Is that correct?
No, I ain't saying nothing like that.
Are you sure? Because I got it on video. So I'm just
Yeah,
gonna ask you again.
15.
Yeah, they said, is it understood what you were going to be doing that they paid for your lawyer?
Nah, I want my money. The hit already been done.
You're in prison, and $38,000 or $50,000 or whatever just shows up to pay your lawyer. Is that correct?
Yeah, the money came.
All right, and that came from Mr. Jook's
I don't know
CMG
who
side.
it came from.
So it just magically appeared.
I don't know who it came from. Like I said, I couldn't call nobody. I don't know who it came from.
Do you remember talking to the police on August 10th of 2022?
Probably did. We'll see.
Well, I'm going to show you what was said, and we're going to go through it. May I approach the witnesses? I want you to read paragraph 17 to yourself, and we'll have a handful of questions.
Yeah, can we approach everybody back up to get them? Hold on.
Yeah, this is deep, man. So, I mean, my thing is, with him telling all this information about it being a murder for hire, how far do you guys think it's going to trickle down to the people that actually put the money up? Because if it was $1 million on Dolph head, let's say 100,000, how much of 100,000 got given to one person, to another person, to another person, to actually get someone like him who's on ecstasy pills to commit the murder for a low level drug dealer. Make sure to like this video so more people can join. This is the defense of alleged young Dolph murder mastermind cross-examined star witness. So this is one of the guys that was a part of the murder who ended up getting shot by young Dolph's brother or the guy that was with him at the time when he got killed. This is one of the guys that was in a Mercedes Benz who actually committed the murder with the other dude. So right now they all huddled up talking to the judge. I'm gonna skip past this real quick. Like he's reading the document right now.
And that you told her that you needed to get word to Mims through Arthur Horn, attorney for Anthony Mims. Correct?
Correct.
So you told your sister to reach out to your lawyer, Arthur Horn.
No, I did not tell my sister this. I told the lawyer this.
Okay, so you told your lawyer, reach out to Joke's lawyer, Arthur Horn.
He gave me money.
Okay,
But he didn't represent me.
all right. And so the lawyer did get some money from Arthur Horn.
Yeah.
And Arthur Horn is Joke's lawyer, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then at some point, Mr. Bailey advised you that payments have been made.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be $50,000, right?
Supposed to.
And there's no trail of it, it was just cash, is what he told you. You got paid cash.
Yeah.
Because Mr. Horn didn't want this coming back to him, so he just paid out cash to Mr. Bailey.
I don't know. I ain't got paid. I don't know. Yeah, he got paid though. I didn't get paid.
And then Mr. Bailey backed out of your case shortly thereafter, and another lawyer came on your case, right?
The baby wasn't able to represent me because the judge won't allow me.
Okay.
The judge.
So he's been paid full, either be it 50,000, 30, whatever it is, he's been paid. And then he gets you another lawyer, right?
Right.
And the same 38,000 in cash shows up for that lawyer, right?
Right.
All right. And you guys talked about that cash, and in fact, your lawyer, during this interview with the police in August, said, whoa, 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 this money's all documented and all that stuff, right? Your lawyer talked for a while trying to explain where this money came from, right?
I can't remember. I recall. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then one of the detectives also jumped up and said, now that they paid for your lawyer, it was understood that you were with them. Or words to that extent.
What you mean? With what?
If I paid for your lawyer, wouldn't I expect you to help me out and keep your mouth shut?
No, not necessarily, because you bring me a part of you, and then you know what I'm saying, like, you make your statement to the police, and you hire me to do this and make a statement and turn me in, then, you know, right, wrong. I might as well go with, the same person that hired me and made a statement on me. I might as well just, keep it real and tell the truth. This is who hired me, right? And then there you go. This is who brought me in.
Okay. When you tried, they asked you again.
I don't know Juke and them like this. I don't know Juke.
Okay.
So I'm not with them.
When they gave you the money,
They didn't give me the money. I was locked up.
when they gave the lawyer the money, you think Mr. Govan came up with $50,000 in cash to pay the lawyer?
Objection, Your Honor, calls for speculation.
All right, we've already answered this. You said you know it can't be done. The lawyer told you. I got it. So let's move from that to, was Mr. Juke ever interviewed by the police in this case?
I don't know.
You read the discovery in your case, did you not?
Nah, I ain't read all that. I ain't had old 1,000-some pages.
All right. So in here, when you said I looked at the discovery after your March interview,
I saw my part. My part was short.
Okay. your part was short, even though you're the one with the AK-47 committing a murder, telling them about AutoZone, telling them about I went here, I went there. Let's go back. All right. You talked about pressure wound. You know pressure wound, right?
Yeah.
You know what it looks like. You've been there before.
Well,
Sometimes people sell drugs there.
I don't know, but I don't know what go on in pressure word like that. I can't say all that.
All right.
I can't say all that.
You said you've been to pressure. What did you go to pressure wound for?
I went up there with him to get his Mr. Golan and get his car wash before. And then I went the day of the shooting and I met Mr. Golan up there.
All right. So is it your testimony now? If I just asked you, you've been there before, you know what it looks like. You've only been there twice. Is that your
I
testimony?
can't tell you how many times I've been to get a car wash, sir.
Okay. You live in the same neighborhood as Mr. Golan, just a couple minutes away.
Yes, sir.
The pressure wound is just a couple minutes away from both you guys.
Yes, sir.
And you know what it looks like.
Yes, sir.
And you've been there.
Yes, sir.
You've been there without Mr. Golan.
No, sir.
Okay, so is it fair to say then you're saying you've only been there twice in your life?
I can't tell you because I've probably been up 2-3 times. Well, I don't know. I just can't tell you, sir.
Okay, so it was, I went there to get my car, he got his car washed.
I asked him yesterday.
Why don't they, well, I'm sorry, I apologize. You went there one time with Mr. Govan so he could wash his car.
Get a car wash.
Okay. And the next time you mentioned it was to pick up your phone.
Yeah, if you want to say that, yes, sir. I went back to pick my phone up from him at the car wash. He told me to meet him where he get his car wash because I already knew. So, you know, I went there and met him.
And then there may have been other times you went to the car wash with Mr. Govan.
No, I'm not saying all that, sir.
Okay.
I'm not saying that.
When you go to pressure wound, you do notice there's cameras all around the building and there's only one way in and
I
out.
don't notice all that, but it might be.
Okay. So if I'm a good detective and you say I went to pressure wound, certainly they would have gone to pressure wound, seen the cameras and asked for the surveillance footage, right? Back
I
up
wish they did, sir. I can't do that job. Well, I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't know what they did, sir.
All right. When you talked about when the meeting happened, was it just you and Jerk when the meeting happened?
No, me and Chuck and Mr. Hernandez go, man, sir.
And was that
Make sure to like this video. This is the defense for alleged young Dolph murder mastermind cross-examine star witness. So this is the star witness giving statements, testifying against the guy who allegedly paid him to pull off the young Dolph murder. Y'all make sure to hit that like button.
planned in advance?
Nah, I told you I was just pulling up Peter's actually Chuck was already over there. Go man, like, we're gonna see right here.
Tap the like button so we can get more people in here. Jump in the comments if you want a shout out. Make sure to type in RIP Young Dolph. Let's go. News You Can Use podcast.
You know what I'm saying? This was me on the bed the other day. Alright, be like, hold on. Put the phone, you know what I'm saying? Don't trust you like that.
With regards to trying to figure out when this meeting happened with Joe, that's the first time you saw him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Change my song.
And you just
Shout out to the chat. This is the defense for the alleged young Dolph murder mastermind cross-examine star witness reaction. Make sure to hit that like button. God bless everybody watching. Make sure to put RIP Young Dolph in the chat.
known Mr. Govan for a very short period of time prior to this meeting, right?
Right.
Okay, but Govan, even though you don't even know, approached you and said you want to kill some people.
No, he said, you know, paper I got his on the head. Now you want to kill some people. Yeah, paper I got his on the head. Down is on.
Right, so
This our turn. You know what I'm saying? Street. This our turn. I always seen.
so is he doing a public service announcement saying, hey, there's a bounty on these people, or is he
You don't
telling
do
you?
shit like that. You don't do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You first, you got to figure a person out. So that's basically what he was doing, figuring me out. He said I was buying pills for him. So I probably need a little money because I get pills on credit or whatever from him. You know what I'm saying? And he saw me and Bobby tight, so he figured me out and was like, you want to make some money?
Okay. And so this is a murder Mr. Govan couldn't do himself to make $100,000. He needed you to do it and maybe get $10,000 out of it.
I don't know what he could have did himself. I don't know. I can't tell you all this, sir. But he had a whole bunch of young guys around, you know what I'm saying? So I guess he wanted to just send us on out,
So now he had a whole bunch of guys that he was talking to this about.
I'm saying he had young guys around, we'll come around. So,
So is everybody supposed to be told, go out and show people and make some
I
money?
don't know, sir. I don't know, but I'm not finna sit here and lie, sir.
Okay, but now you're telling me that...
God bless the chat. Make sure to hit the like button in the chat. Make sure to comment in the chat, RIP Young Dolph. This is the defense for alleged murder of Young Dolph mastermind, cross-examines, star witness, y'all. They have a star witness, one of the dudes who was there, who allegedly, pulled off the murder with the mastermind. He's giving testimony and he's telling everything, even the stuff they didn't even ask.
And other young people out.
That man telling so much, I barely could keep up with everything he's saying. But from so far, what I got from it is the guy that hired him to help him with the hit was his drug dealer. He was a pill popper.
Out here, everybody knew that there was a price on
I didn't say everybody. I don't know who knew, sir, but I know me, Bobby.
Make sure to hit the like button.
I don't know who knew because I'm not with their little crew. So what they talking about when I went around, I don't know, sir. You know what I'm saying? I was Bobby partner. I wasn't his partner really, but once me and Bobby, he saw me and Bobby was, and he, started, trying to play a bundle.
All right. So a gentleman that you just recently met
Shout out Shaw.
decides he's going to trust you enough to tell you
Shaw,
that
hit
the
that
price
like
of
button,
people's
man, so we
head.
can get some more people in here.
And just like that, you trust some guy living in...
My thing about it is, how far is this going to trickle down to the people that really put the money behind it?
Orange Mountain to be able to come through with the money
Shout out
based
Shaw,
on his
R.I.P. Young
representation.
Dolph.
Nah, it wasn't even representation. It
Let me
just
get some R.I.P. Young Dolphs in the chat, man. Gone too soon, for sure. Young Dolph definitely moved the culture, definitely was somebody pitiful for Empire. He done a lot. Y'all throw that R.I.P. Young Dolph in the chat. Make sure to hit that like button. The more you like, the more people come in. Make sure to subscribe. Hey, it's free to support.
when you hungry for some money, you would get out there and get your hand dirty, you know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, I had already saw Jude, like after.
And I want to say God bless everybody who's watching. I pray you had a blessed day.
He told us, and we went on one mission, and Bobby clarified that, you know, they brought a good forward, and Jude was over there when I met him, and Jude clarified that our money was going to be good. It's go time.
Right, but remember,
We done been to the club together near time.
I get it, but
And Jude was at the club too.
right, I understand you're told you the money was good, but the problem with that statement is you'd already shot at Mr. Wu, so you said close to a month or so before meeting
Nah, I
with
didn't say no money so before we no Jude. I didn't say that. It was a couple days later. When I pulled up and got them pills, it probably was the next day or 2-3 days later. I can't remember the timeline, but it wasn't no couple months.
So when you said 2 weeks, maybe a month,
Nah,
that was incorrect.
I didn't say that, sir. I didn't say that. It was like probably the next day I pulled up over there about the pill from the next day or two. I don't know exactly when. And he was like, here go, let's see right here. It's who put their work in, who shot it Woo.
Right, so if all this is already known and understood, why would Mr. Jook need you to take your phones out and then walk you through how much everybody's worth? You already knew all that.
You want to be honest with you? I can be honest with you. Because they were saying that Mr. Goban was like one straight or nothing like that, was like informing and stuff like that. And, you know, they were saying that he was police, so
Okay.
yeah, well, all the phones got to go outside, you know, when you talk around.
So let me back this up. You were told at the meeting that Mr. Govan could be police.
Nah, Bobby been told me that.
Bobby told you.
And then the streets talk, you know, people in the neighborhoods were saying that You know, he had got them popped and he had got them sinking chilled and he was setting them up and stuff like that.
So let's maybe go back to scratch. You just met this guy for a short period of time over the summer. Bobby's already told you he's a snitch, maybe works for the feds.
But you can't tell me nothing about nobody like that. If he ain't did nothing wrong, if he ain't did no police stuff, he ain't police me, so I don't just take you to the street say that about anybody, you know what I'm saying? They probably saying that about me right now.
Your friend Bobby Carter told you that. Your friend...
An associate.
Okay.
I don't have friends, I have associates.
Right. Your associate told you that this man that you just met is a federal snitch. You can't trust him, right?
Yeah, but people say that about anybody, man, you know what I'm saying? So, oh, you ain't did no police stuff with me, like... I ain't got no bad to say about you, you know what I'm saying? Are you cool? So those streets talk like that all the time, associates or whatever. Because he probably seen how me and him was getting, and he ain't like this, so he come with the know he's police, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really know what people say.
Alright, so let me just ask.
It's just like proving guilty to prove innocent, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the problem we're having, so let me ask you some
Innocent to
questions.
proving guilty, I guess.
Alright, so before you meet Mr. Govan, according to you, whenever that was, Bobby Carter's already giving you rumors, your associate, that he's a snitch, you can't trust him.
Nah, not before, after me and him started, you know what I'm saying, hanging out and stuff. You know what I'm saying, that was Bobby.
Right, so now you're saying Bobby told you he was a snitch after you guys started hanging out?
After he saw how our relationship was, this when he was like, you know what I'm saying, can't trust him, you know, that's what I feel back. He was like, that's why he want to take me pause him. You none of it or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying?
So your associate Bobby Carter that introduced you to Mr. Govan fell back because he didn't trust Mr. Govan.
Yeah, because me and Bobby had a problem too though, so that's why I really didn't believe you, because he had put my town play and stuff, so I really just ain't believe everything people saying, you know what I'm saying?
Alright, so now you and your associate Bobby Carter had problems as well. So you didn't believe it.
Yeah, so I was like really more around him than Bobby. I didn't feel bad about because we had little different problems and stuff too, you know?
So the same guy you went shooting with, you guys had a disagreement, so you weren't friends. So the car where it's parked, even though Bobby lives just a couple of doors down, we're going to keep saying it's across from Govan's house. He was actually in front of an abandoned house, right? One or two down from Govan.
What?
The car, when you guys dropped off the Mercedes.
It was right across the street at the abandoned house from his house.
Okay, which is 2 doors down, but on the same street from Bobby Carter's house.
Yeah, it's on the same side as Bobby, you know what I'm saying? On the same side as Bobby, but right across the street from his Govan house.
Did Bobby ever tell you, call you and say, why is there a fancy Mercedes sitting in front of my house with a busted window?
I wasn't talking to Bobby at the time. Bobby texted me and said, you niggas ain't gonna fuck with me. It's actually in my phone, so Bobby the one, you know, I don't know.
When you talked to the police regarding the meeting, you said the meeting took place around the time Braylon Murray was murdered. Do you remember that? Braylon Murray.
Who are they?
Could I show the police? I want you to look at the highlighted portion of paragraph 9 of the debrief of the thing. You mentioned you've seen the discovery about you, so this is about you. You agree that the feds wrote up a long 6-page summary about your interview, right?
I ain't had any money to school.
Okay, so your lawyer, over the last 3 years, has never shown you your own statement to the police.
No, I ain't get off to school.
So you're basically telling me your lawyer is a complete buffoon that didn't share your own
No,
discovery.
I wouldn't say it, though, I'm not saying it, because I told him I didn't want the rest of the discovery. So I didn't say it. I just said I didn't get all my discovery.
So, you know, specifically the interviews that you did with the police, maybe the most important thing, he didn't give those to you.
I didn't try to get all it. After the dick package came, I didn't try to get no more.
And so just read the highlighted portion to yourself, please.
For the people that just jumped in, this is the defense for alleged young Dolph murder. Mastermind cross-examined star witness who's telling everything. R.I.P. young Dolph in the chat. Y'all jump in the comments if y'all want to shout out. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button to this video.
what the police said to you first. You told them, CD, that was you at the time, that's the phrase, the initials they were using for you, said the August 13, 2021, his meeting was around there, around the same time Braylon Murray was murdered, right?
I don't know who they is.
Okay. Tell me, how many people have you shot over your career?
My career is not a career for one, but I went to jail in 2011 for aggravated assault charge. That's it.
Okay, but I'm just asking you, how many people have you shot? We've got Wu down.
I haven't shot Wu. I shot it Wu. It's a difference.
All right, tell these nice people in the jury box, how many people have you shot at?
One. How many people have I shot at?
Yeah.
Wu. And I shot a guy in 2011 and Dolph. That's it. Now criminals just doing stuff like this.
Okay. I retrieve that. Lucky. You got arrested
This is crazy, man.
on December 9th. You got
What niggas
intoxicated.
would be for some money? He had
Yes,
no
yes, sir.
personal vendetta
Yes, sir.
towards young
I was under the influence.
anything, really.
The police still interviewed you on the night.
And he had no
Because I said I talked to him because I figured long incriminate myself, they'll let me go.
Okay. And then do you remember your girlfriend, Angela Arnold, talking to the police on December 14th?
I remember. I wasn't there. I was locked up, but I remember.
All right. Do you remember calling from the jail on December 12th before she gave her statement to talk to her?
Yeah.
All right. Do you remember asking for an alibi from Angela so you wouldn't be mixed up in this thing?
Alibi? What you mean?
But you didn't do it.
No, I probably did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did because, I'm trying to get out of it.
And then you also called Shay. Is that Letitia Jackson?
Yes, sir.
And you also talked to her on December 12th, talking about what exactly happened, that you were being charged with murder. Remember that?
No, I don't remember. That's my birthday, though, but I don't remember.
Okay. You remember being told that Angela went and talked to the police on the 14th?
Yeah, I don't know.
Right. After that call, do you remember calling Uncle Ron and asking him to find out what Angela said to the police?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Okay. And aside from Uncle Ron, you also called your brother Quez to find out what Angela said to the police on the 14th, right?
Probably.
All right. And aside from Uncle Ron and your brother Quez, you also called Shay High, right, to contact Angela.
Probably.
And then you, aside from Uncle Ron, your brother Quez, Shay, your child's mother, you also asked Kiana, your sister, to find out what Angela told the police. You have to say yes or no.
Probably.
Okay. And do you remember your family telling Angela, do not go down to the police station to make a second statement?
What you mean, my family? Who is my family? Like,
Shay,
Nah, I'll show you my kids' mama. Only others don't even get along. I know that. I remember that.
Deputy, could you show him the jail recorded phone call from December 15th, 2021, right here, please? You can read it out to yourself. Just read it to yourself.
December what?
15th, 2021, I've highlighted for you where it says Smith said.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so if I could retrieve that back. You remember telling your family, tell Angela Arnold not to go down to the detective's office until you came home.
But,
That's a yes, right?
yeah, I read it right there. I see it.
And then underneath it, you can look at it as well again. And you also tell Uncle Ron to go talk to Angela before she goes back to the police.
So, chat, if you don't know what's going on, this is the defense for alleged young dog murder mastermind cross-examines star witness. Alright? That's what this is about. This is him giving his statement, his testimony. I guess he took some type of deal to tell on Govan. And yeah, it was a murder for hire. I mean, the guy that helped him, he got shot after they shot young Dolph in that white Mercedes Benz. And you know, he didn't really have, I don't think, a rock to throw in the fight. He was just the guy that bought pills from the dude who hired him to carry out the hit. This wasn't thought out. This was the goofiest shit I ever seen in my life. Don't y'all notice how a lot of the dudes that they paid to do this shit end up getting caught?
Yeah, I read about that.
Okay.
Like there's some type of method to this shit. Let's get niggas who we think is gonna stick by the street code, but they so dumb they're gonna get caught. That's crazy. R.I.P. Young Dolph in the chat, bro.
Yourself on the 15th talked to Angela Arnold at 8:27 p.m.
Let's
to
make
talk
sure we get
about
R.I.P. Young Dolph in the chat. Let's go crazy.
If it's right, I read.
I don't want to.
I did.
Okay, well, I know your memory
It was
is
a jailhouse phone call. Yes, sir. It's right there, black and white.
Just take a look at it because I don't want you to misunderstand any dates because I know it's a little iffy.
What date you said?
The top of the page, read the 15th.
We got more content coming after this video too. It's about another 47 minutes left in this video. Then we're gonna jump into the backstory to everything. Shout out to everybody in the comments right now. You can check out the trial footage right now. I'm going live on my other. You can tap in News You Can Use podcast. Same YouTube channel. Just switch to my other live and you can watch the trial. They're not showing his face or anything. The audio is just as good. You might as well just stay right here. There's other people over there. Shout out to Reed Bowman. R.I.P. Young Dolph.
You asked Angela, tell me what she's going to do because you want to figure this shit out. And you don't want her going out of the police until you get out so you guys can go with a lawyer. Is that right?
Thank you. Make sure to hit that like button, y'all. When y'all hit that like button, it brings more people in here. Shout out to Reed Bowman. Yeah, you might as well stay over here because he's not really showing much. But him just, you know, telling everything. If they asked him what kind of deodorant he had on, he was going to tell that. That man trying to get out of jail. He ain't got a bone to pick with this fight. He just wanted some money and was done.
So I get out.
Yeah. Okay. And then you also told her to say they don't...
All money isn't good money, people. All money, the quick way out isn't always the best way. Look at him. He's a prime example. After this, when he get out of jail, he's going to be broke. He ain't going to have none of that money. And he can't go back to Memphis. He for sure got to be under protective custody.
Know anything about it. Keep up with the false statement that she's already made.
Putting his family in danger, his kids in danger, everybody in danger with this testimony and what he doing right now.
Nah, because she ain't make no false statement, so, you know, she told them what she knew.
But on the 14th, she said she didn't know anything.
And that's my
I don't know what she told them. I wouldn't nurse her, you know what I'm saying? But she told them what she knew, and, you know,
So she had no idea that this was going to go down before it went down on November 17th, right?
nah, she ain't know till November.
You know what I can't get over, y'all? Is that all this started over somebody want to sign somebody, and a person said no. How controlling and how much of a Napoleon complex do you have to really feel like, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. All this over what? What did this really stem from? What was the main problem? Because I feel like once it was an issue, it just was add-ons and add-ons. 100 shots. Like, people was willing to throw away their whole career for this. It's crazy.
She knew to the day when she picked me up, I had to go and tell her and keep her word what was what and quit with her. Make sure her sister stay happy, man. Make sure she stay happy.
If you ask me, it wasn't worth it.
Alright, but then you also used her to go buy the car cover at AutoZone.
Yeah, tell her to quit.
Right, but at that point, she knows.
Y'all want to hear my opinion. I want to hear y'all opinion. What do y'all think about this whole situation?
She's hiding evidence, right, by buying this car cover to hide the cover.
Nah, she ain't know she had no illness or nothing like that. Under the agreement, she ain't know nothing about what she was doing or nothing like that. I just told her go buy a car cover. She ain't know what car it was for.
Okay. So even though you guys committed a shooting in a car, you didn't tell her anything about it, just said go buy a car cover, and she was like, okay, I'll do
What's
it.
going on?
I told her I got shot and stuff. I said, man, just go in there and get a universal.
Yeah, envious, man. So allegedly, they're saying that Hernandez Govan is alleged behind Dolph's murder. The guy that y'all hear speaking right now in the trial is his accomplice. This is the defense asking him questions, and he's telling everything. He's explaining how much money he was paid, when he was paid. He's just saying, he was an avid pill popper, he was an addict, and Hernandez Govan was his drug dealer, who ended up paying him to help him commit the murder. He was in the car when it happened. He was there. I think he was a shooter.
Car cover, fuck, you know what I'm saying? She ain't know what car that was up there. Car cover was finna go on. She ain't know that.
You've just been shot 2 days earlier. She picks you up at a strange apartment that she doesn't live at, where you've got bandages. You tell her to go buy.
So who killed Dolph? Who is talking and what female? Okay, so he's talking about his baby mama, because once he went to jail, this is how they know this idiot was in jail talking to his baby mama on the jail phone calls when they were all being recorded and was talking too much. So they're explaining like, dude, we got you, but he's already snitching and telling anyway. This guy's name, I don't know. It's one of the 3 people that was caught for the murder. So y'all do the.
She doesn't ask any questions.
We gonna
Nah,
get to
I told her.
Finish listening to this court issue. Once we get past this, then we'll go into the details. It'll be a lot more details.
Man, I did tell her.
This is as detailed as it gets here. This is out of the horse's mouth.
Yeah, we just got into a little shootout, and I told her it was a $1.5 million hit on Dolph. That's what I told her, you know what I'm saying?
Sure, so you told your girlfriend that you were going to get $1.5 million for killing Dolph shortly after that, right?
Yeah.
And then it became $1 million.
No. I told her 1.5.
Okay.
But it was really 100,000. I never said no million. I never said no 200,000. Whatever you trying to get it. I never said that.
Like I said anything, I just have paperwork in front of me, so when Angela testifies, I'm going to ask her, she'll say, I agree with you, the $1.5 million is the first thing you mentioned. So you didn't mention to her $1 million.
I ain't say no better.
You didn't mention $500,000,
No.
Right. Did you mention to her that you talked to Shay, your child's mother, and said you're going to use that money to buy a house for them and live happily ever after?
I ain't, because I ain't no saying no stuff like this to Shay, man. I ain't say we were living happily ever after, man. I just said, I was going, make
I
sure.
was bragging to his baby mama telling her, yeah, I'm about to get $1.5 million for killing Dolph, and I'm about to be rich. We about to buy a house, move away, and live happily ever after. The mind of a nigga on drugs, bro. You can hear it in his voice.
If God would
He
have,
don't sound too smart, bro. See, they find the most dumbest, idiotic weirdos to do this type of shit, not knowing these niggas is gonna fold as soon as y'all get locked up. And their plans was probably to get rid of him anyway. He wasn't gonna be around. He'd have stayed on the streets long enough. He probably wasn't gonna be around.
well, I ain't gonna say God, because God don't bless evil, but if I would have got away with it, and I would have got the little piece there, I would have blessed my children.
I would have got away with it. Like, bro, you sound slow. You sound like you wrote the yellow bus. You wasn't gonna get away with shit.
About 10, so they can get to my house or something, and I sent their text messages, and they want to know we gonna be happy ever after.
Yeah, I did this shit in broad day, on camera, in a stolen car, left the car at an abandoned house where they can identify y'all, where y'all already rented. Man, come on. Every step of the way that y'all went on a crash out mission and was never gonna receive a penny of that money or be able to spend $1 of it. Where's the money at? That's what I want to know. Who got the money? Did niggas make sure everybody's straight, even though y'all idiots went down? Because y'all was not smart at all.
And all that.
Right. Do you remember when another lawyer named Luke Evans, I think, was a lawyer? He asked you about that, and you said, I was just running the game on her. It doesn't anything.
I'm gonna be honest, y'all. He did all this to impress his baby mama. This had nothing to do with Dolph. He just wanted to impress his baby mama and not seem like a loser. Nigga, you should have got a job at Walmart and stopped popping the pills, man. She would have respected you a lot more. Because right now, you a whole snitch.
You ran game on Angela, right?
No, I ain't run game on them.
You're raising yourself more than ever right now.
Game on.
I ain't run game on nobody, because my children mother was gone. You know, I won't put them down in the house. You can't buy no house for 40,000 or nothing like that, you know.
It's gonna find it for me.
Yeah, it's just running game is like just chilling them like
Lying to that.
no, I wouldn't say lying, it's just, man and women talking. She know me, I know her. She know I'm full of shit, I know she full of shit. Basically.
Alright,
And just put a smile on each other's face, laugh. Something to laugh about.
So he lied to her and told her he was going to get $1.5 million for killing Dolph. As a joke for them to laugh about. But really it was only $100,000. And he wasn't going to get the whole $100,000. He was going to get a piece of it. They could have offered him $10,000, $15,000. He was going to go. He off them pills. All he wanted to do was make his baby mama happy, man. It's a crazy story, man. We should, man, you can write a movie about this crazy shit. Dolph, man, was way bigger than this. R.I.P. Dolph, bro. He was way bigger than all this shit. These the goofiest niggas, bro. Kill the realest niggas. It's crazy.
Deputy, could I have you looking at page 153?
Man, don't let these goofy ass motherfuckers trick you out of your position, man. That's why I stay sucker free, bro. I stay sucker free, man. Ain't no way I'm gonna let a goofy motherfucker trick me out of my position, man. Nah, it's not
her you're going to buy her a house? Answer, I said that the day before. I said that the day before. Question, the day before. Answer, yeah, I can tell a female a lie. You know what I'm saying? Like that, my baby mama. I was just trying to get back with her or whatever. I ain't just like, it's just game. You know what I'm saying? It's just game. It ain't about all, it's just game. So when I asked you that you were trying to get back with your baby's mother, and you said that to this other lawyer, that's a lie.
Well, no, because if it's right there, you know what I'm saying? If I said it then, how I feel now about her, and how I feel then, different time.
All right.
Been 44 months, man,
I understand. And you don't want to spend the rest of your life in prison, do you?
Don't nobody want to spend the rest of their life in prison, but, I got to do whatever they give me to do. If they give me life, then it's just my life, you know what I'm saying? I did the crime.
Okay. So let me finish up this. So
Nobody
when I talked to you about the day before,
don't nobody want to spend life in prison, but that's why you telling everything. And you told on yourself and still don't know if you're gonna get out. It's crazy, bro. Yeah, boy. These niggas don't be thinking this shit through at all, do they? The way his brain worked, I don't think he thought about shit. He just thought like, man, I'm gonna get away with this shit. Yeah, man. Me and my girl, we about to go get us big old house somewhere. No, you in a little room now, brother. This shit ain't funny at all, man. God bless this guy, man. Even though you didn't take out, somebody who was innovative, for the hip hop industry and motivating. Dolph moved the culture. As a hip hop artist, that's what you're supposed to do, and you don't have a lot of people moving the culture. And he was really moving the culture, and that's why niggas hate him. Because he was actually not only putting out good bodies of work in music, but those interviews, those conversations, the behind the scene moves. He was motivating the culture, bro. R.I.P. Dolph in the chat. Make sure to like this video.
or I tell a female a lie, you know what I'm saying? Like that my baby mama. I was just trying to get back with her or whatever. It ain't just like, it's just a game, you know what I'm saying? It's just a game. It ain't all about all, it's just a game. Question, so you're just lying to her too. Answer, I ain't saying lying, I ain't gonna say that. Game and lying is two different things because, tell a person what they want to hear, you know what I'm saying? You said that, right?
I just told you, yeah.
And you're lying.
How I feel about us now, how I feel being different. You know what I'm saying? Once again, same response.
I agree. It's a three.
So you...
I don't make statements, man. Tell people what they want to hear. It's just a game.
No. It's totally different, sir.
Okay. So when you said...
This ain't game right here. This shit real, man.
Okay.
Somebody lost their life.
Right.
That ain't game right here.
And you want to make amends for that, right?
I pray every day. Ask God to forgive me, you know what I'm saying? Ask them to forgive me and stuff like that.
Right. It's been 4 years. Why don't you just take a guilty plea so the family didn't have to worry about it? You still haven't pled guilty to this.
Why did I just take a guilty plea?
Yeah, they're going to give you what they're going to give you.
Yeah, they are, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just keep it real, Same person that hired me, same person that, what I'm saying, kept it real with them. So I'm going to keep it real too, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know nothing about this. I ain't had no beef with paper rap. I ain't into no paper rap. I don't know none of them.
This nigga had no beef with paper rap. He had no beef with Dolph. This was all about money. This is just a broke ass nigga that was on pills, on drugs, down on his luck, want to impress his baby mama, want to feel like a somebody. Loser ass motherfucker who took out a genius, who, put himself in position. Dolph wasn't no slouch. Dolph wasn't no couch potato. Obviously, he had perseverance, man. And he was punctual. And tried to keep it real. And this is where keeping it real goes wrong, man. Fuck that keep it real shit. Fuck that go back and all that, man. Go back for what? For niggas like this, bro? No, we not doing that. Because no matter how much you go back and try to innovate people or try to motivate people, at the end of the day, if they ain't got no drive or no willpower or no perseverance, it ain't gonna help them in the first place. All it's gonna do is remind them how much of a piece of shit they really are. And that's the motherfucking truth. Coming out the hood.
And I now met Mr. Hernandez go, man, and he told me about the hit on all the head and stuff. I wouldn't be sitting up here, sir. I still be up there popping my feet, minding my business.
All right.
With that money. You was persuaded by that money. I'm gonna go get me and my old lady a house. Fucking idiot. Nigga, you know you could have did that shit with your fucking credit. With your dumb ass play you never used.
In regards to after the
Be able to do anything with me.
you said you went.
That was easy call. Houses is cheap in Memphis compared to living in California or some goddamn way. And you could have got your girl a house, bro.
To the car
You
and
just
cleaned
wanted to
it
take the easy way out because you were dumbass.
at night, correct?
Yes, sir.
The part which you were bleeding from your shoulder wound and maybe or maybe not from your leg wound.
Yes, sir.
All right, and you mentioned that you took bleaching peroxide and wiped it
I
down.
ain't say what it was. I said I don't know exactly what, I can't recall exactly what I sprayed. Cleaning stuff.
Just give me a second, I'll show you the segment.
Okay. If it's there and I see it, I admit it is
When
there.
you make it out, you can't leave yourself available to this type of shit. You gotta be smarter and bigger and better than this shit.
But I don't remember. I can't just tell you. Yeah.
That was obviously smart. He knew the chances he was taking. He just think that nobody had a balls to really do it. And you know, people with nothing to lose, man, they'll do anything.
What are you? Right on top,
I'm
right?
just asking, how many people have you shot that you can't remember going to clean a car with bleaching
I
peroxide?
told you, sir, I ain't shoot nobody but a guy in 2011. I shot Ed Wu and Young Dolph. I don't shoot people like that. I'm not that kind of guy. How many people have you shot, guy?
Out of the other shooter, I guess was the Hernandez dude, or no, it was the skinny dude. I guess I don't know. Allegedly, Hernandez Govan is behind Young Dolph's murder, right? And this is one of the dudes who did it. He telling everything because he want to get out of jail so he could go be with his old lady. He's scared somebody might be fucking his old lady right now. That's a crazy word out here.
You remember pulling a gun on your child's mother where she had to get a restraining order against you?
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, you didn't shoot at her, but you just pulled a gun on her, right?
That was it.
Okay. With regards to Angela, you had domestic violence calls as well. As just a few months before all this happened, she called the police
Am
on
I
you.
on trial, sir?
Well, you should be, but you're not right now. So I'm asking you.
But why you bring the money from the
All right. And then did you also steal TVs and other things?
Yes, sir.
Buy drugs
Yes, sir.
after you stole Angela's property?
Yes, sir, I did.
And you had domestic violence with her as well?
Yes, sir, I did.
But she's still dating you as of today after 4 years being in
Yes,
prison.
sir. You know, people go through their ups and downs. Their
Bitch, I
relationship.
got 1.5 million. Bitch. I don't need She was slipping. And they recording all the calls. They got all the text messages there.
I'm going to refer to the state, page 158 and 159.
And I guarantee you, she got a new nigga right now. Just from the sound of her name and what kind of female she is, because she got a new nigga right now. Right now. So like 10 cheeks in. Who does it? You better hurry up.
Sorry, you're going to get your steps in, Deputy. Let's do this. No problem. I want you to read the bottom of that page and the top of the next page.
This shit is worse than Jerry's finger. If y'all really look into a lot of this shit, the people who be doing this shit probably read at a 4th grade level first. Ain't got a goddamn lick of sense. It just smashed the fuck out. And then go tell them everybody. And I blame the people who think they smart. Who get these dumb motherfuckers to do their dirty work. They was better off than the smart ones are better off trying.
So the question you asked,
But you know, it's a lot to do, but you got a lot to do, but it ain't worth it. Y'all could have had a conversation with me. Don't nobody passed away or something.
Look at the question. There's actually twice. He's also asked on page 153. Question, all right. Now you said you wiped down this car. How did you wipe down this car? Like, what did you do? Answer, what you mean?
A certain level.
Question, how did you wipe down the car? What did you do? You walked to the backyard, walked up to the car. What did you do next? Answer, I took a towel and, you know, I had like peroxide and bleach and stuff, and I wiped the car down. Question, peroxide and bleach? Answer, yeah. Question, and so you walked back through this yard and you had big things of peroxide and bleach in your hands? Answer, yeah. You trying to say how I did it with a shot arm? And then you guys go on as to how you would wipe that thing down. Remember 3 different times we talked about bleaching peroxide? Yeah, and carrying big things of bleaching peroxide to the car?
I ain't say I carry.
Question, and so you walked back through this yard and you had big things of peroxide and bleach in your hands? Answer, yeah.
I hit on time. I ain't say I carried no beat, because I remember basically that you shot and you holding all these.
People, man, they be telling. Y'all see First 48 Memphis? Don't this remind y'all of that? This is crazy, bro. Telling. And a lot of these niggas is paid informants. They already getting paid by the government. And they still gangsters.
Asked the master several times.
He keeps changing her.
We'll give him a chance for this vote.
I can't wait to hear the wrap up this year. What's that? Crazy shit's crazy. Crazy shit's crazy. I know he got some shit to talk about. Man, I can't wait till this year is over so we can hit the wrap up. Cause I know that's gonna be a good one, all this shit. Boy. It damn near sound like a repeat of what happened last year, because the same shit happens, just different people. And nobody learns from what happened to the last person. Everybody think, oh, I'm smarter than him. No, you're not, you dumbass. I'm gonna do this a little different to him. Yeah, what? Yeah, right. Yeah, y'all niggas is crazy as shit. Well, the main thing they want to do is drain people's pockets. So I just want to see where y'all think this is gonna lead to. Like, how high up the food chain is this gonna go? You can't even go get me a cup of ice. I'm straight, bro. These type of niggas forget to wash their hands off
I'll just ask you again.
You gonna have him do some business for you? That's crazy.
Question, and so you walked back through this yard and you had big things of peroxide.
Somebody lost their mind to think that they was gonna have this dude. He should have been on Are You Smarter Than the 5th grade? And his whole reason for doing this is, I want to stun on my baby mama. He even lied to his baby mama about how much money he was going to get and told her that he was going to kill young Dolph.
To the neighbor next to your father's house along with a letter. You remember that?
Yeah.
That happened, right?
Yeah.
And a dummy who paid him act like he didn't know this nigga was that stupid. Like he didn't know how many pills he was selling this nigga on a daily basis. This nigga was never in his right mind. He still ain't in his right mind. He in jail. He's still getting some type of meds or psych meds or some shit.
Going to your dad's neighbor, radius like a grandma, speaking in Ferguson, if you remember correctly, and gave her $500 cash, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I swear these niggas should be on the world's dumbest criminals. I'm gonna make an episode of this shit. It's gonna be the hip hop version of the world's dumbest criminal. Like the Tupac and Biggie murder is still unsolved to this day. That's how you know it was some real people behind that shit. They fully thought that shit out. For sure. That's why they just now allegedly got somebody in court for it, right? 20, 30 years later, these niggas get caught the same week, the next week, 6 weeks later. Like, who murder is unsolved? And that died in hip hop of the last 10 years. Everybody got caught because everybody was fucking total idiots. I think somebody got smart and said, we're going to have dumbass niggas do this shit.
9th, when you were arrested, that you met Mr. Johnson through another rapper that you knew as miscellaneous. It's like $MISC. You remember saying that?
No, I don't recall it.
Okay.
I was under the influence, sir, so I don't recall none of that interview at all. I'm just gonna be honest with you. On December the 9th, the day I got locked up, I was high. My mugshot stayed out. I don't know nothing.
Okay, so let me back up that day that you got locked up. You were high, but you went to the grocery store, knowing enough it was your daughter's birthday to buy cake and balloons. You went to the school to drop it off. You then were alert enough to notice that...
No, I did say I went by family daughter because I'm telling how to be.
I'm getting there. You were alert enough to notice that you were being followed by law enforcement, but instead of whatever, you decided to go to the Family Dollar to get some headache pills. You then drive through Mississippi or to Mississippi, and then you're alert enough to know that suddenly not just the unmarked cars, the Jeeps, the Soto County Police was also following you, right? And then they stopped you.
They pulled me over.
They pulled you over.
They follow me. They come behind me. That's what initially made me stop and pull me over for the U.S. Marshal.
All right. Was this on the side of the road?
Yeah, they pulled me over on the side of the road.
Okay. And so, was this near your child's mother's house?
No, it was in Mississippi on Irway.
All right. Because when we
State
talked...
line.
Okay. When we talked to the government, you said you were able to get your phone to your child's mother, so you gave her some evidence, and the police figured it out. Was that before or after the police were following you?
They were following me the whole time. I didn't know, but after I left my daughter's school, which was right around the corner from my mom's house, I dropped out.
Okay, because you didn't tell when the government asked you what happened next. Now you're saying after school, you remember in your intoxicated state, you drove to your child's mother's house and left the important cell phone with her.
After I left her house, that's when I went to Family Dollar and got the $10 fee on. Because I knew they were following me. When I was in her apartment, they pulled a 5-car Jeep. I was able to get on out of her. I went to Family Dollar, got the $10 fee on, then I just shot on out.
Okay, so let me get it straight now. So when you went to your child's mother's house, it is now your testimony that they were there 5 deep.
They pulled up 5 car Jeep. As I was out there talking to her, they were pulling in the apartments, and I told her to move, and I pulled on up.
Okay. So as you're at the apartment, you see the cops, they somehow just let you get away?
They were on Mall, they were doing March. They was on Mall. I guess they were waiting on me to meet somebody, make a move, I don't know. Why they ain't getting me right then?
Do you remember telling Uncle Ron, your brother Quez, and all that, prior to all this, that after it happened, that Govan is a federal snitch and you had to put sort of a listening device in your jacket?
Oh yeah, I remember saying.
Okay. Do you remember at one of your many interviews, they showed you photos of weapons that could have been used at the time of the shooting? Do you remember that? You had to identify photos that they were showing you of guns.
Probably, I can't just.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think this was one of the non-intoxicated interviews. I'm just gonna ask you.
Okay. Well,
One of the guns that they showed you, you said was Justin's and it's old. You remember saying that?
he was on a picture with it.
No, it was just a gun. They sort of did a gun line, I guess, if you were. You remember that?
I don't remember.
All right, you remember being shown an AK and some other handguns, and you said those are Angela's guns. You remember that?
I don't remember that.
Okay.
I remember being shown a gun, but I don't remember that.
All right. And it's your testimony under oath, even though you told the police that you met Justin sometime in the past for miscellaneous. You were too intoxicated. You have no idea how that name came into your mind to say I met Justin with miscellaneous, right? It's just random
I
thought.
was under the influence, dude. I was under the influence.
I get all that.
If you ask the police to interview me, they'll tell you that they had to hold me up to go to the restroom.
All right.
So if you ask them to interview me,
One
they
second.
have to take it.
All right. And so the first interview where you said miscellaneous did this, and you had a long interview with police. Not once did you mention the name Govan, right, in that first
I
interview?
never told them nobody did this. I never told them nobody did this. I never said like, I never admitted to doing this or being a part of this or nothing.
I'm just trying to figure out, of all the people in the world you could have picked, you said I met Justin through miscellaneous. Why miscellaneous? How did that come to your
I
mind?
don't even know no miscellaneous. I'm just being honest, sir.
Okay.
I was under the influence.
All right. Do you remember writing letters to your sisters,
Yes,
Kiana Smith and Vanessa Holmes?
Yes, sir.
All right. With regards to your letter to Kiana Smith, I guess you didn't think it was going to get seized. That was dated 3/3/22. That would be March 3rd, 22. You remember that? Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. You're basically saying that Angela's lying, LMAO. Angela said she was scared. LMAO. She's fucking with my life with her lies. You remember all that?
Yes, sir. I wrote.
All right. If you want to see it, I'll show it to you.
No, I know what y'all calling this guy.
All right, and you go on and on about her lying ass and all that other stuff. So the interesting thing there is, you talked to your sister about a separate case here in Memphis, in the Holly Bobo case. You remember that?
Yeah, when I was explaining my lawyer history, who my lawyer was, that would represent me or whatever, I was just telling them like his history,
Sure.
who he all represented and stuff like that.
Okay. And it says, he being the lawyer, he said that's the only way I will not do life in jail. And ECT Maine, what is ECT? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Maine just got $50K for this. He's talking about one of the men in Holly Bobo case where they raped and killed her, period. He worked with them and they let him walk free. You remember saying that to your sister?
Yeah,
That if he,
I wrote. Yeah, I wrote.
so the idea was, this isn't lunch. You're not intoxicated anymore.
No, I ain't intoxicated.
You're writing to her that if I work with the police, just like this guy that raped and killed a woman and walked free because he cooperated, that was...
I actually don't know exactly what the guy did, what role the guy played that he represented. So I really didn't, and I didn't know the case very well as well. So I didn't know what was the outcome. I don't know what to expect because I didn't know the role. I just know he represented somebody on the case.
So when your family was reaching out to Jerk's lawyer, Arthur Horn, and getting other
My
lawyers...
family didn't reach out to all.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to be accurate. Yes, your family reached out to Attorney Bailey, and then reached out to Arthur Horn on your behalf to get the money on a stack. But then when Bailey pulled out of the case, you got the same lawyer that got the man in the Holly Bobo case off by cooperating, right?
Right. Yeah.
Jesse, could you show me this? again, I'll read it. He said that's the only way I will not do life in jail. And then you said he talking about one of the men in Hollywood Bobo case where they raped and killed her, worked with them, and they let him walk free. That's what you were said to your sister about what you were going to do and what you expected to have happen, right? That was your expectation.
Yeah, I was saying what my lawyer had, what my lawyer had did for that client, which I don't know that man role in the Hollywood Bobo case. I don't know what role he played in that case. So I don't know how he got to walk free. I don't know what he did. You know what I'm saying? Like, what role he played in that woman killed with. So I was just telling them what his history was.
Right, but you chose the one lawyer that you're talking about that said his guy to cooperate and he walked free on murder, and we're here on a murder ring.
Well, you got somebody to walk free before, so I didn't know exactly what my lawyer did. Like, I was just telling them his history.
Okay, well, how do you know that I've gotten somebody to walk free before?
I heard about you. You're a good lawyer.
Okay. I'm not sure how. We've never met, right?
No, we never met.
I did ask to talk
on TV.
Okay, and I have talked to you. I did ask to talk to you through the jail and stuff several times, right?
Did you ask to talk to me?
Yeah. Did your lawyer tell you that I called multiple times to try to talk to you before trial? They said no, I couldn't talk to you. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
Your lawyer didn't tell you that. Except the other question. Can I just have a moment now? You remember when I talked to you, it seems like a lifetime ago, where we talked about Gotti's Arthur Bourne giving some money for your lawyer, and I asked you, are you on the team and all that, and you said you don't know what I'm talking about. You remember that? Okay, so I'm just going to play some audio for you. Sorry, I consider it. I just want you to listen to it carefully and tell me if that's your voice.
That this was like, was the message given to you that like this is for you to be on their team and not talk?
Pretty much. Not really, but I guess better making the payment. Like, this will be like, just be cool, but since I think.
And as far as you know, since you obviously have not TV knowledge or whatever, since you know who I am, you know for a fact that neither Gotti nor Mr. Jook have ever been questioned by the police, right?
Yeah, I did.
Right. And I know Mr. Jook died in 2024, about 2.5 years after the shooting. If you're not aware of them ever being questioned, even listening to what I just played for you, right?
No, I haven't talked to, I came in contact with those guys. I don't know them personally. None of them.
Okay. And so just before I sit down, we're not sure about the dates, we're not sure about the times. Basically, from this meeting until the murder, it's about 3 months is our best guess before you and Justin did it. The morning of the murder, you didn't call Mr. Govan, did you?
No, we talked to Govan the day before, like when we was already out.
Right. Well, the reason I ask is, you didn't know what you were going to do that morning. Justin just showed up with a stolen white Mercedes, right?
No, we did. We knew they had turkey trash, like I said.
No, it's not like dirty guys. When Mr. Johnson picked you up, he showed up with a white Mercedes. You didn't know he was coming with a white Mercedes, right?
No, I didn't know he was pulling up in his car.
Right. And you didn't know what guns he was going to bring.
No, I did not.
And you didn't know if you were going to see anybody that day because the turkey drive had been going on all week, right?
No, we, like I said before, prior to this, was the day before, we was already out. So we knew that we was, you know what I'm saying, he already let us know, Mr. Govan already let us know, like, y'all gonna get something, and we gonna get something, we ain't just selling it, no, we gonna get something, we got line, we on the move.
And when you happened to see Mr. Dolph, since you said you're not familiar with PRE and all that, even though you shot at Mr. Wu some months earlier, How did you know that was him? If you don't know much about PRE, how did you know that was Dolph?
I told you I listened to Dolph. I knew Dolph, that's the only one I knew that. Hey, listen.
Well, the car that we saw is very dark tinted windows.
Everybody knows Dolph cars, all on the sign.
Okay, so he's got a G-Wagon? Yes? Did you know everything and all his cars?
Nah, like, all of them got like little military stuff on, but he was in there the day before at the gas station.
But you said when you got there, you didn't see any.
Nah, but it was on the internet. It was on the internet.
Okay, so when you now say that Govan told you about these turkey drives, you have access to the internet where you live, right? And you can see all the Amsterdam blowing up and you're doing all these turkey drives on your own. You knew that, right? You didn't.
Yeah, we all knew that they were doing turkey drives.
Right, because it almost sounds like we're being a child, right? You commit a murder and you're like, Govan told me to get rid of the gun, or Govan told me to get rid of the phone, or Govan said I had the car. You've been a pretty good criminal until then. You know you're supposed to do these things, right? You don't need it spoon-fed from that guy to say, hey, maybe hide the evidence from the murder, right?
Actually, I didn't know anything about to get into Mr. Goldman brought me in on. He the one hired me to do the hits on whatever. I didn't know anything about paper. I have no need. I didn't know anything about Justin Johnson. I met all that to Mr. Hernandez Goldman. We see him right there.
Right. And the Jip was supposed to give you the money. And you met him, and he told you people.
No, Juke wasn't doing all the talking. Mr. Hernandez Goldman was doing all the talking. Like I said, Juke was like, put them phones outside, and he was just like shaking his head, like whatever he was saying, like the money gonna be good. That was Mr. Hernandez was talking. He was like, you know what I'm saying? This little C right here. This right here.
So the guy that you just met, that Bobby Carter Associates said might be a snitch, that's who you're listening to. And they play this clip that you pulled from his. Sorry, you have to switch computers everybody. Run-in with Jeff just by chance, and he was doing all the talking about the hits. Assuming this is true.
Goldman was too. Mr. Hernandez Goldman.
So what I'm hearing when you say it was just, and Jerk also knew that Govan could have been a federal snitch, that's why he made you move
I
phones
don't
out.
know nothing about that because I don't know Juke like that. I don't know what Juke knew about Mr. Hernandez Govan, but that was what I had heard, that he was a federal snitch, and every time somebody said he'd shoot at him, so that's why I ain't believe him, so.
But you said earlier, about an hour or so ago, that even Juke knew about him being law enforcement, and that's why he made you take the phones outside.
That's what they said, but I don't know what Juke knew about him, because I don't know Juke like that, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I was assuming, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why he tell her to take the phone. That's what I was
And
assuming.
you're familiar with CMG, right?
I know the artist, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know them personally.
With regards to knowing Dolph and his music, you've heard of the song 100 Shots, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you know people have been trying to kill Dolph for 3 or 4 years prior to this, prior to this.
Yeah.
All right, and you know that CMG had people all over the country trying to kill him. Los Angeles, Charlotte, etc. You know that, right? You read about it because you're a fan.
Yeah, I don't know exactly who it was or nothing like that. I don't know, but I know they been having beef. I know they won't.
All right, and your guy is very successful, wealthy, all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So all the people that they ever hired to kill the biggest name in Memphis, they pick some no-name guy that sells a couple of pills on Bradley Street in Orange Mound that set you up to go kill somebody instead of paying some real professionals what they're doing, even though he's been shot at repeatedly in other places, right?
Yeah. Come from Mr. Hernandez Govan, he was saying I ain't want nobody on their camp doing it, so that's why he had us
Okay,
on the team.
yeah, go in and set it all up, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's how I met. That's how I knew about it. I didn't know nothing
You didn't know
about it.
nothing living in the streets that there was a price on Dolph's head, that he's been shot at, even though you know
I know he's been shot at, been shot, but I didn't know like to connect with you to talk about. I do it. No. I do it quickly. No. Mr. Hernandez Govan, how I get to do the job.
I appreciate your time.
No problem. Appreciate it.
Dark, I'm having, like, I need to check on something. I may have a couple more questions for, we need a break. We need to take a break. Let's stay in a brief recess.
Court stands in a brief recess.
Let me just have a few follow-up questions for you, based on some of the things that Mr. Laura actually, okay? Alright, so the date you got listed was December the 9th, 2021.
Correct.
And you spoke with police that day.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Aurora asked you about you stating that you met Justin Johnson through a person named Mr. Lanes.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know a person named Mr. Lanes?
No, ma'am.
Do you know a person named Justin Taylor?
After being locked up, I realized who he was.
Okay, who was Justin Taylor?
He used to be around, and then they go in and Justin Johnson.
And that's a different person than Justin Johnson, right? Justin Taylor, Justin Johnson.
Yes, ma'am.
And you mentioned this in your interview, who met Justin Taylor through miscellaneous. You remember that same thing?
No, I don't recall saying it.
Alright, that was what you said in your interview, that you now, right?
Yes, I was under the influence.
Alright. We can play that. And Cornelius, do you recognize the person in this video?
Yeah, it looked like me.
Okay. Play this school.
Did you speak with a Justin Taylor, what is that? Justin Taylor. Guys, see that? Well, I had to look at my phone, guys. I had to, but I don't know what I did. Okay, you may know it as at the top on 10. Yeah, I know. Okay, did you talk to me that? I probably did, yeah, I did. What did I do? I can't remember the whole conversation. I can't remember who I probably did. Okay. But I didn't know because, you know, you little brother, I'm glad I can tell you too. Okay. He I didn't know Justin. I don't know, but I met him for one of my parties. Which part did you do? My rap name, Mr. Lane.
They were asking you about Justin Taylor. Do you recall it? And that's who you were, no?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's who you were answering about.
Yes, ma'am.
Also, during the cross-examination, you were asked about some payments between cash and cash out. Do you recall that?
Yes, ma'am. That's when I cut my interview off.
Okay. Who was paid via cash out, but what was the conversation involving cash out? Because you mentioned that was two different instances you talked about.
Justin was saying that he was going to cash out Mr. Hernandez over in some money to get the car coke or whatever.
Okay.
And he got me cash.
Okay. All right. And like I said, the incident happened November 17th, 2021.
Yes, ma'am.
And you didn't initially speak with police the December 9th, 2021.
Correct.
And it was even later than that when you mentioned about AutoZone, right?
Correct.
So it could have been
Objection, leading, speculative, Your Honor, could have been.
well, possibly 5 to 6 months later when you spoke to him about.
When I first spoke to the detectives, I wasn't, putting myself in it, saying that I did it, saying that I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was under the influence December the 9th, and the conversation we were having really was like, alright, if I don't incriminate myself in this, they gonna let me go, you know what I'm saying? So, it ain't working.
And last, you were asked about a message that was sent to Juke in December, I believe, 2021. Do you recall that?
Yes, ma'am, I had looked, I forgot what website, but I sent them a message like, when he go, man, homeboy, let's see, man, I'm trying to get with you so I can get my money.
At times, would you sometimes use Angela's phone?
Yes, ma'am.
Could you possibly use Angela's phone to send that message?
Yes, ma'am.
I have no further questions.
Should I ask the government to play the same audio clip? Sure. Was that tape ready to pull back up? Okay, please. While she's doing that, a couple times while we were talking over the last hour or two, I called your girlfriend Angela Adams. Do you remember that? Okay, people sometimes say the names wrong, right? You gotta say yes or no.
Yeah.
Alright. They're asking about Justin Taylor. Do you know Justin Taylor?
Well, I met him through Mr. Hernandez and Justin.
Okay, but the reason I ask is you said you talked to Justin that day of the shooting.
Justin Johnson?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a straight drop, Justin Johnson.
Right, and the cop says Justin Taylor, you may know him as Dolph. You remember hearing that? She's going to play the game for you, so I don't want to pull the wool over the jury's eyes. You knew exactly who he was talking about. He just switched out the names, just like I've done in the jury certificate, because there's so many people involved. When he said, did you talk to Justin Taylor, Dolph, or wherever, on the day of the homicide, you meant Justin Johnson. You said yes, right?
I didn't incriminate myself.
I'm not asking.
None of them today. So when they were talking to me, I was under the influence, but I wasn't incriminating myself at the same time.
Okay. I understand that. It simply said, did you talk to Justin Taylor, Rob, or some other nickname? And you said yes, right? We'll just play it. We'll get to the bottom of it. I mean, you and I both know what they were talking about, right?
At the time I did. There's names that I don't know. I didn't know Mr. Hernandez Govan first name. I didn't know Justin Johnson first name. I didn't know nothing about nobody first name. When I first got locked up, I didn't know none of their first name.
Whoa. So now you're telling this jury you didn't know Justin Johnson's first name until you got locked up?
They asked Justin Johnson, you might know him as Straight Drop. They were telling me their names before I got locked up. Like before I got locked up, I ain't know none of their first names. Like his name was Quick, you know, Justin Johnson's name was Straight Drop.
Well, when the government asked you about Justin Johnson, you described exactly how it happened, how it introduced you, and the
paperwork with everybody's name in there.
But I thought you didn't have a lot of the discovery, but now you have the names.
I don't have all my discovery, that's what I said, but the stuff that, you know what I'm saying, with everybody's name in it, I got it.
Alright, so the man you went to go kill Dolph with in cold blood in broad daylight, that you'd known for about 4 months at that point, you didn't know his name was Justin, never called him that.
No,
And you had his phone number. You called him Bruh, so how did you know his name was Bruh? Did you just call him Bruh?
Nah, Straight Drop, that was his rap name, so I just called him Drop. I ain't know nobody leaving out. They ain't nobody leaving out. They called me Lil C. They ain't nobody leaving out. They just went off what everybody called me, Lil C.
Let me play the audio, please.
Did you speak with a Justin Taylor for that day? Justin Taylor. I'm trying to see that. Well, I had to look at my phone. I had to speak, but I don't know what I did. Okay, you may know him as Drop or T. Yeah, I know him. Okay, did you talk to him today? I probably did, but yeah.
Keep going until he says miscellaneous, please.
I can't remember who I did that. Okay. But I did well because, you know, he's a brother. I'm glad I can tell him too. Okay. And he I didn't know Justin. You know, I'm good at me. I met him for one of my parties. Which party did you? Okay, my rapper name,
Thank you. Pretty sure the jurors are taking notes. So a second ago, I told you, how did you know Justin Taylor? And you said you met him through Govan, is that right?
Yeah.
All right. So when the police officer asks you, how do you know Justin? If you were really talking about Justin Taylor, wouldn't you have said I met him through Govan? But you just said it. Those are your words. I'm not trying to play games with you.
I understand what you're saying.
All right. So you told us that you met Justin Taylor, whoever Justin Taylor is, through Govan, right?
Yeah.
And so when the police asked you, when did you meet Justin or Rob, you said I met him through a rapper named Miscellaneous. You remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
What I just said on that.
So if the prosecutor tries to make it seem like you met Justin Taylor through Miscellaneous, that would be false because you just testified under oath that Govan's the one that introduced you to Justin Taylor, right?
Yeah, but I was also under the influence of him.
I get all that. You're not
And I
under the
wasn't trying to
influence.
incriminate myself.
The prosecutor's not under the influence, and neither are you. She asked you a straight-up question and said, is it possible you met him this way? And you guys chuckled about it a little bit. What I'm telling you is, the truth is, if you ever knew Justin Taylor, it was through Mr. Govan. And when they asked you about Justin Rob, you said I met him through Miscellaneous. Is that what we heard? The only answer is
That
yes.
was the video you said.
That's all I have.
No.
putting Angela short? Or she's short?
No,
No, I don't believe she is.
No, can we start that first thing in the morning? 'Cause I don't want to work late today. There's no, this is the first day, we've been here all day. I don't want to wear them down now. It's too early to do that. So we will get started first thing in the morning at 9:30. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to admonish you again not to talk about it.